It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
First game of the game for the LSU product. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All set to go now from the 35. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That's caught for the first. And he only needed one more step for the score. They stop him at the 2. They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a design run. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. He's got it. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond. Ooh.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Cowboy 80. Hey,
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Dragons start off well to tie things 7-7.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming here from the 12. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Sending him on the dive. There's the intensity we expected to playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
The 46-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Offense to the line. Second down. Out of the pistol, Williams. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Williams with third and long. He's trying to push the field. Wanted to get it to Thomas, but it's intercepted. And the Dragons have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by Washington, left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
12 more yards. That's another.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got first and goal to work with. Time quarterback run here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Drawing up the design keeper. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Offense in the hurry up here. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown!
Harrison Butker.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This taken from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48.
Williams from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Still has some space inside the 35. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First down, and they go right back to it. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons take a 13-point lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Dragons double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 3 now. Williams set to pass. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this, 4th and 4. They will go for it, Williams. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sideline to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
28-yard gain.
Staying with Walker. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons make it a 3-possession game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21.
28. Cowboys 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 16. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
At the 28-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. 2nd down now. They need 7. Now Williams. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
Cowboys 14.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
That's good for a Tokyo first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win. And yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Breaks through and breaks away. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that means 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's taking us 17 yards. First down, Dragons.
Walker on first down. There he goes again. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a design run. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Design quarterback run here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And they're gonna say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're gonna have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. 4th down, here's Daniels. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one... falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
From his end zone, Williams. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Back to Walker on 1st. They're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
13 yards. That's another Tokyo.
Running with Walker again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, he spins right by him. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Buying some time right. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. It's a race down the right side. Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 75 yards.
Offense up to the line fast.
Good for a Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Going ground on first and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
To throw is Williams. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And they aren't able to get it back. The Hands team does its job. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. First call here coming from the shotgun. Walker now from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Finds the in route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win.
And he is in. Touchdown. The Dragons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Taking a shot deep here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the third. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
Cowboys 28,
maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to, down 2 scores. Look at this, lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, are pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Gain of 9 yards. Into Tokyo.
We give up the gut to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here's Daniels. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for a 1st down.
Tokyo, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. They have it with the lead. Just need to close this quarter out for a playoff win. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. He has the touchdown. The Dragons have likely locked up the win right there. Butker with the extra point. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 28. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams to throw on 1st. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Even the best most of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds a mile from that marker. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 29-yard gain. And that will set him up with a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Gets him on the in route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, Williams. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's loaded another one up. And he hauls in the interception. The 2-minute warning. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
The give now to Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown! The Dragons keep running away with this. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
What is going on?
Thrown back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
It's a gain of 2. Third down and 13.
Williams with third and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
Break the huddle. It's second down now. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now, when they take the field in the Super Bowl.